All right, what's going on today, guys? I'm going to be having a quick sales call. I know you guys love these videos, and thank you guys for 1,000 subs. It's been dope. I kind of wanted to go over some quick preparation before I hop on this, and then this scene will cut right into the sales call. So whenever I am about to hop on a call, and I don't obviously do these often. I only do these for YouTube. Yeah, it's more enjoyable for me because I like handling objections and letting you guys see how I confront sales calls. Okay, so obviously we collect the client's information beforehand, just so that we have the contract ready. All the deliverables are set. And then I'm about to call the client soon, but I wanted to walk you guys kind of through this because I use Honeybook for this. So do a contract. Let's do this one. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take the deliverables from her custom invoice and put these in the deliverables that they match, right? So all these, okay, boom. So now you want to fill all this out. And then obviously I'll change it as we're on the call, but I just want to kind of give you guys a rundown of what this looks like.
Hey, my name is Jason Wojo. Welcome to my channel. I run a multiple seven-figure agency, so make sure you subscribe, and I hope you guys enjoy the video.
All right now. Hey, how you doing?
Hey, Jason, good. How are you?
Good, doing great. I know we spoke a lot over the, text message and whatnot. I hate to go back and forth, but I kind of just want to, go over the biggest questions that you have. Because I know you had some discrepancies with Facebook and whatnot. And I kind of have to just set proper expectations. So I'm not just gonna sit here and tell you things that you want to hear. I'm just gonna give you the full transparency of the nature of Facebook and how we basically run these ads so that you know what we're doing. So you're not blindsided. That's all.
Okay.
No, because because every time sends me somebody, I know I have to take care of him because we kind of have this affiliate deal between each other. And that's how we, he sends a ton of people my way. I think too many people.
Oh no.
So that's a good thing. So I kind of just want to go over what questions you had for me that I still haven't answered for you. I know we talked about the budgeting. We talked about the commitment, which we can negotiate. And I'll set good expectations with that because I don't want you to feel like you're locked into some crazy contract, but there are clauses and contingencies that need to happen. Not because it's sketchy. It's because there's things in advertising that I can't control. So if we use a Facebook ad account on our end, and let's say, for example, right, it gets shut down. Now, if it does get shut down, I need time to get you back up. So that could be a lag day of 7 days, maybe even 10 days. And that's time that you won't get billed for, though. Your billing would just get moved out whatever days until we get you back up. So I just want to set clear expectations, okay? So if I make the business manager, on my end, and then we get the ad account set up, which you'll do with Chris on onboarding, and let's say that business manager goes down, right? The ad account gets disabled. I already have a connect who can get me to the business manager. We redo onboarding and do it again. Now, does this happen often? Not really. I would say over the past 4 years I've been doing this, getting ad accounts disabled is between maybe a 10 to 20% chance. And that's just setting clear expectations. So it does happen. I've been running ads on my stuff. So obviously is crushing it. He's getting so many leads right now. I've run over $1,000 a day for him. And I've been using the same exact ad account for him for over 6 months now. So just to set clear expectations, and then who's also been sent to me, just a bunch of the people, they all run off of our BMs, and they've been running very clean for the past, 2 to 3 months already, because he just started sending me these referrals about 30 to 60 days ago.
Okay.
Yeah. And then you'll do all the setup on the call. So like we make a Facebook page on our end for you, but you're not really using the Facebook page. I want to make that very clear because Instagram is owned by Facebook. So we make a Facebook page and then we connect your Instagram to this Facebook page. No, it is not permanently added to the page. You can always connect it to another page. Okay. And then, then you'll get those inbox messages that I was talking about. So we run Instagram direct messages. People see that they click on send message, they send them a message, and then you saw the 2 scripts that I sent you. You then communicate with them very shortly because you're just trying to get them to fill out an app, and he just gets straight to the point. So it's like, hey, like, let me just pull this up just so we're on both on the same page. So it's like, and that one where it says I'm very interested in your program, that's sent by the client. That's not sent by Damon, just so you know. And then hey, tell me about your funding needs. Let's make you a plan and get you funded. And then he just goes right for the kill where it's like, okay, that shouldn't be an issue. Fill out this and my funding team will reach out to you. And that's an auto-generated message. So like, yeah, there's shortcuts that you can make inside Instagram to where, on the bottom where it says message ... you could type the number 1 in, right? And then it would have a message that's correlated to number 1. And then there's a message correlated to number 2. You can make a shortcut for number 9, like whatever. And then it would just automatically type it so you don't have to do it, organically raw every single time. So that's why that's why all the clients do it themselves. Also because of compliance reasons, you actually don't want somebody else in there right now until you build systems around it. Because this is business funding, there is definitely compliance around it. That Damon has told me about, that you don't want to just have like random people in there right off the bat sending messages for you. Not saying that no one would do a good job, but you're just in the beginning stages. You need to prove the concept on your own. You don't want to give somebody that kind of liability, then it could cross over to you. So I also want to like keep it safe and compliant at the same time as well.
Okay. All good. And then So you're running traffic. I'm just going to run through the little scenario. They're running you're running traffic to the site. They message me with like they might say they might have a question, and I'm like, okay, I might answer. I probably can't answer the question, but I'll be like, well, here, just fill out the form, and my team will contact you.
Well, the biggest thing for that is if someone asks you a question, like it's probably just going to be a very broad one where you just have to set like quick expectations. So, for example, right, a question that someone might ask you is like, hey, I'm in CBD. Can I get business funding if I'm a CBD company? I don't know that answer. Maybe you do. I don't know, but there might be some compliance things behind that. So those might be probably the biggest questions. Like if I'm looking for business funding, I'm thinking about the biggest questions that you're going to get are, what does my credit score have to be? Which I think is 680 now. I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
Is it 680? I don't know, but you'd have to ask. Yeah. Because you also downsell the credit repair. That's what everybody else is doing. All right.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Because I'm just, I'm like, the stuff that I do works. In this niche, I'm not setting bold expectations, but I haven't had somebody unhappy. Like I have 100% success right now with these clients. So like, I'm not saying that to fucking get you excited, but I'm just telling you that I actually haven't had anybody pissed. I have 6 people right now that I run it for, and everybody's been doing very well. So, and this is just from people that refer to me.
Okay, good.
And then what else? What other question did you have for me? I kind of just want to go over all the dots and T's.
Well, that's it. I just kind of wanted to set the expectation of what I needed to be doing, because my understanding in going in there was that I just needed to get traffic in there, and then they take it from there. But I guess naturally questions are going to come, but I'll just be constantly referring to that form.
Yeah, I mean, well, the thing too is that once that app is formed, it's basically hands off.
Yeah.
Like it's actually like a really good model. I'm going to be brutally honest. Like I have a lot of clients who we take on like e-com and, coaches, consultants, service providers. Like some of them just have like very complicated business models. Their margins aren't that great. It's not as hands off. They're very bottlenecked. Like this is actually a pretty good model. I don't really have any problems with it. I think it's very good.
Okay.
So.
Okay. Well.
And then let me go over the Facebook stuff. So, we'll set you up on an ad account. Okay. Chris will help you on your onboarding call. And then basically, we can go over commitments and whatnot on the contract. So, usually people do 3 months. It's $2,000 a month, like I already told you. And then they commit to the 3 months. You are billed every 30 days. If you, like I said, if you get an account shut down, we need to find another one. There's a lag phase there. You don't get billed for the lag phase, okay? But since you're in the contract, you have to stay with us because you're still legally binded to our commitment, okay?
All right.
Okay, I'm just making that very clear because I've had people who are like, they think that it's time to run the marathon as soon as something happens, and I'm just like, no, like we're gonna do our due diligence to get you back up and running because I'm just not chasing people. This is not a playground. So, and then
have you had an experience where you could not get back up? I know this credit and funding.
No, I have not had anybody, but it just takes time though. I want to make that very clear. Because we've told this to people, and I'm going to frame this very well, where I'm like, hey, like we need time to get you back up. How long is it going to take? I say 7 to 10 days, sometimes 14, just depending on how fast I can get another BM. I've had clients know that, and they're still bothering me every single day saying, why is it not done yet? Why isn't it? I said 7 to 14 days. Like people just don't listen. So I'm just setting an expectation that that's just what it's going to be. It's not because I'm ghosting you. It's not because it's not because I'm ignoring you. It's that I'm literally just doing so many things every single day and putting so many things in place that I just need time. Like it just needs to take me some time. That's all I ask for.
So, okay. So that brings up another question. While the account is down, the ad spending, like the daily.
Yes, that would stop. Yes, okay. That would stop. Yes.
Okay. I don't have a problem as long as I'm not losing money.
Yeah, no, I understand. Like I said, I just have to set clear expectations because I've had issues before, and it's just like stuff that I do not want to deal with on a serious note. So it's like, because then like, clients in there, my team's in there, and the client's like, oh, like you guys are taking so long. And I'm like, listen, like we're trying to get you back up on Facebook. Like it's not some 24, 48-hour turnaround thing. Like it doesn't exist. It doesn't exist. So yeah. And then now the only other thing too is that your onboarding and stuff, like us setting the accounts up, even though you don't have ads running, we are still committing our time to you. So, you are not getting charged for those days, but that is part of your 30-day billing period in the first month. But what we do usually see is that people are launched in as little as 10 days. That's usually what I say. So it usually takes about 10 days to get launched. It depends. I'm saying in as little as 10 days. Okay. And then as far as what to expect in the first 30, first we're going to really like evaluate your offer. I already know what it is, but we just put this in the contract to kind of just give you a brief overview. And then we will basically get creatives done, images, videos. We have videos from use, but if we can make images, then we'll make images as well that are branded to you. I know you currently run an Instagram that has this in the bio. Let me just go over that real quick so that we know what to do. Yeah, we can help you like basically fix the bio so that it's just more centralized. That's all. Yeah, that shouldn't be a problem. And then I also
other business stuff that I'm doing with that Instagram too. I want to get rid of that, right?
I mean, you don't have to get rid of it. It's just like, yeah, I have people who are running it from their Instagrams and they're not that pretty as well. Or what you can do is, and it doesn't really take that long, is you can just make a new Instagram and just maybe get like, do you have a company logo for the funding?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, you can just make a new Instagram, put that there, and then I can get one of my affiliates that I have to send like a burst of followers to it to give us some credibility, and then you can just go from there with that profile because like most of the people right now are just running it off like a very simple business minded page where it's like, hey, this is what we do. We're business funding only. So you can just make that, in the first 10 days that we're getting stuff onboarded for you.
Okay.
And that shouldn't be an issue. Like making an Instagram takes maybe half an hour if that.
Okay.
So yeah. And then other than that, that's basically it. I mean, you are starting from the ground up, so you just have to understand those expectations of like there is a learning curve, okay? because like this is not a get rich quick scheme. There is a learning curve. Like there's things that we're going to ask from you, or, you know, as far as like getting the Instagram up, like maybe making a couple of posts, like there's a lot of moving pieces. So you have to be patient with us, because the stuff that we're doing, it does work, but it's going to work if you have communication and you collaborate with us. If you don't do anything, then obviously nothing's going to happen. Okay, I'm just being honest. Like people think that we do every single thing possible. It's like if we did everything, we wouldn't. You would not own anything. We want you to own most of the stuff that you have. Okay, if I'm making Instagrams and I'm doing all that, you don't own it, because I'm making it from someone else's phone on another desktop. You don't own anything. So that's where I want to make sure that your assets are protected as well.
Hey, my name is Jason Wojo. Welcome to my channel. I run a multiple seven-figure agency. For the past 4 years, I've helped generate me and my clients over $75 million